an ice pack.
I need my bag. What happened?
She started coughing and passed out.
She told me yesterday she's a diabetic. Where's her blood sugar equipment?
On the kitchen counter. The insulin's in the fridge.
I'll get it.
Next to the Botox.
Breath's fruity.
Because of fruit?
No, because she's a diabetic in ketoacidosis. Help me get her up. All right, I need to get some fluids in her. My bag. Thank you. Hold that. Whatever this respiratory thing is, it threw her sugars out of whack and sent her into DKA.
What is it, the flu?
Well, I thought it was pneumonia, only it hasn't responded to antibiotics, and it's moving through this place.
Antoine, Esperanza, Newberg.
Bonnie Day.
Bonnie Day.
My party planner.
Divya treated her in town yesterday.
And what was Divya's diagnosis?
That I should wait in the car.
I diagnosed her with walking pneumonia, prescribed antibiotics, and advised rest and fluids.
And how are you feeling?
Fine. What can I do?
Get here quick, with oxygen, a Foley, a urometer, a green top tube, and plenty of ceftriaxone and azithromycin. Then hope one of them works, because so far nothing has on anyone who's had extended contact with patient 0.
And who is patient 0?
So, Antoine, are you feeling any better?
No, je suis malade, très malade. I feel like crap.
Even without my high school French, I could have translated that. When you were in Paris, were you in contact with anyone who was ill?
No, it wasn't Paris. It was 20 hours in the air.
Why did it take you 20 hours to fly to New York from France?
Because I was coming first from China.
And what were you doing in China?
Buying things. Ceramics from Guangdong, silks from Hunan.
Hunan? Hunan province?
Oui, filthy place. Chickens everywhere. Does that matter?
I'm afraid it might.
What did you find out?
That this thing seems to have originated with Newberg's house guest after his recent trip to Hunan province in China.
China. So what are you thinking? SARS, avian flu?
Doubtful, and I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but we can't afford to rule anything out.
Hank, I really need to leave.
Actually, Libby, I don't think that's such a good idea.
If this is worst case scenario, we should be calling county health.
And if it's not, that's the last thing we should do. They'll wrap us in red tape and lock us down for 3 days while they wait for the CDC.
This is so not the time for your rebellious phase.
I'm not rebelling. I'm saying why jump to conclusions and create panic before we diagnose this?
You can't have it both ways, Hank. You can't confine people because it might be serious, but not report it because it might not be. There is protocol. Or should I ignore it because it's you asking?
I'm not trying to compromise your judgment. We just disagree.
Yeah, this isn't awkward pillow talk. This is a house full of people and we have no idea what's threatening them.
Okay, fine. Then you follow your instincts and call county, and while they mobilize, I'll follow mine. Okay?
Fine.
Great.
Yeah.
Did you know Koufax is sick?
I know he was. Last week.
No, he is. He's hot. His breathing is labored and constricted.
We took him to the vet. They said it was kennel cough. He's been taking pills since then. He's pretty much stopped coughing. I thought he was better.
There's a dull spot right here in his chest. It's probably an empyema.
A what?
It's an accumulation of pus in the lungs. He isn't coughing because it's so painful that it's forcing him to take shallow breaths. I need to see his meds right away.
Stop! People! Can you please just give me 1 minute?
Give us our keys or we will sue you.
Please, I have a theory about what this is.
You do?
And I think I can test it.
Oh, so, yeah, so don't leave.
I know you're tired. I know you're frustrated. So am I. But you don't want to walk out of here if it means you risk spreading this to your friends, your family, your neighbors. So what's it gonna be?
Okay, nobody move any further. Stop right there.
What was that thing that you wanted me to do after I dropped off the cultures?
Keep your distance.
Oh, right.
Jill Casey. Got it. They want us back inside. All right, let's go. They want us back inside.
Let's go back inside.
Go. Yep, I understand, and I will get right back to you with an answer. Okay, they really want to come in and join this party. If you need me to hold them off, I need you to give me this theory.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Koufax doesn't have kennel cough. He never did. He has the same thing that's going around here. And despite being on antibiotics and antivirals for about a week, he has it worse. Which leads me to believe that Antoine isn't our patient zero. Koufax is.
Koufax made us sick?
Yes, and based on the severity of the symptoms, he passed it to Antoine, who passed it to Esperanza, who passed it to Bonnie, and then to you.
Indicating an incubation period of around a week, explaining why today's guests are only beginning to show symptoms.
Yeah, but doesn't a dog have to bite you to get you sick?
With this, coughing or licking your face would be enough.
But what is this?
That's what we're gonna find out. Miss Newberg, I need to operate.
On me?
No. And believe it or not, on him. Laryngoscope? Tube? Thank you.
Oh my God.
Patient intubated. Scissors. Okay, bag him. We're gonna need a microscope. Do we have a microscope in the truck?
Why would we have a microscope?
For situations like this.
There's never been a situation like this.
How about your pals in the driveway?
They're here to evacuate, not evaluate.
Okay, I'll figure something out. All right. Betadine. All right, once we drain the empyema, we should be able to culture and diagnose this thing. Lidocaine.
What's gonna happen to Koufax?
He's gonna feel a lot better. Scalpel. Don't worry. When I was in med school, my first patient was a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Inserting tube. Good boy, Koufax. Very good boy. Okay. Now if we could just see this stuff up close. Okay. Okay, here, hold this under the plate. Perfect. All right. Good news. It isn't viral. It's bacterial, which means it isn't SARS or avian flu.
So why isn't it responding to antibiotics?
Well, that's the bad news. It's methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus.
Staphylococcus? I'm not a doctor, guys. What does that mean? Are we gonna be okay?
MRSA. It's a staph infection that doesn't respond to most antibiotics.
Except vancomycin,
Which we should have in the truck.
which we do have in the truck.
Good, because I don't think I could build that. You're gonna be fine. All right, you can take over. Go right down there. So thank you for a lovely party.
And thank you for saving me. And Koufax.
Little man now.
This experience is changing me, Hank. Mark my words.
Sure, you're gonna slow down, have fewer parties, focus on what really matters.
No, I'm going to fill my social calendar to overflowing. If a disease like this can take you in 10 minutes, you've got to make hay while the sun shines.